So this is the Xiaomi Redmi Note 9S, which is the international variant smartphone, and we've got it here for a quick unboxing. To be honest, the packaging is fairly bare bones, with the bottom detailing some of the phone's specifications and the front with the phone's graphic. As we open it up, the first thing inside is a sleeve with a lot of stuff. You find the SIM removal tool as well as some paperwork and manuals. Lastly, there's a case, which is a soft silicone one but made of a darker color, which is unique but may not be everyone's cup of tea considering it might cover up the phone. And next up, it is the phone itself in this rather nice looking interstellar grey finish. The back also sports a quad camera setup with a 48 megapixel primary, 8 megapixel ultra wide, 5 megapixel macro and a 2 megapixel depth sensor. It's quite a unique design if you ask me, and both the front and back of the phone is Corning Gorilla Glass 5 protected with a side frame made of plastic. Speaking of the frame, the right side is where you find the fingerprint scanner, which also doubles as a power button as well as some volume keys. The left is bare aside from the SIM tray, whereas on the top there's a secondary microphone as well as an IR blaster, which is good considering this is a budget phone at the end of the day. Of course, the bottom is where you find the single speaker, primary microphone, the Type-C USB port for charging, as well as a 3.5mm headphone jack. Before we turn on the phone though, let's finish off what we started. Alongside the phone, you also find a Type-A to Type-C USB cable for charging the device, as well as a 22.5 watt charging brick, although the phone itself only supports 18 watt fast charging on its 5020 mAh battery, but that's still very impressive. So back to the phone, on the front you find an IPS LCD panel at 6.67 inches and a full HD plus resolution. At first glance, the panel does seem a bit dim, and the setup process gives us a better idea of the hole punch design too, centered with that 16 megapixel camera, and I still can't get over the design of the phone, to be honest. Anyways, this thing's running MIUI 11 on top of Android 10 and comes with Qualcomm Snapdragon 720G octa-core chip at 2.3 GHz, 64 GB of UFS 2.1 storage which can be expanded via microSD, and 4 GB of RAM. The setup process is as expected, although the fingerprint scanner's placement to me feels a bit too high given the size of the phone, but that's just my initial thought. It's fairly responsive but not as fast to unlock in day-to-day scenarios. But that's about it for the phone. Going back to MIUI will take some getting used to, but more so the time will tell us how the phone handles battery life and performance, and if we miss 90Hz refresh rate screens that we've been seeing so much on other smartphones. We're excited to test the imaging capabilities of this thing too, and how Xiaomi supports it with future software updates, so stick around for that as well. Thanks for watching this one, and let us know what you'd like to see with the phone in specific down in the comments. This was Vaibhav, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.